Come, friendly bombs, and fall on Slough. It isn't fit for humans now. There isn't grass to graze a cow. Swarm over. Death. Come, bombs, and blow to smithereens those air-conditioned bright canteens. Tinned fruit, tinned meat, tinned milk, tinned beans. Tinned mind, tinned breath. Mess up the mess they call a town. A house for 97 down, and once a week a half a crown. For 20 years. And get that man with double chin, who'll always cheat and always win, who washes his repulsive skin in women's tears. And smash his desk of polished oak, and smash his hands so used to stroke, and stop his boring, dirty joke, and make him yell. But spare the bald young clerks who add the profits of the stinking cad. It's not their fault they are mad, they've tasted hell. It's not their fault they do not know the bird song from the radio. It's not their fault they often go to Maidenhead. And talk of sport and makes of cars in various bogus Tudor bars, and daren't look up and see the stars, but belch instead. In labour-saving homes, with care, their wives frizz out peroxide hair, and dry it in synthetic air, and paint their nails. Come, friendly bombs, and fall on Slough, to get it ready for the plough. The cabbages are coming now. The earth exhales. Feel the northern wind blow through the trees and the tall grass. A storm is coming from afar, fell voices in the air. Long has this sea stood as a barrier to those who would do us harm. On dragons made of wood they braved the endless cold waves. Once more, foreign men with foreign ways have come to take our lives away. Long boats landing on our shore, they come to take our wealth, our lands. Lock up the children, hide your wives, crops they burn, and death they'll sow. They believe honour it will grant, to sack defenceless settlements, pillaging all that we own. Won't they leave us be? Northmen vile, nothing sacred in their eyes. Plunder and loot is what they crave. They slaughter and they raid all that takes up arms to defend their families. They disembark with shining steel, our precious isle will suffer, those not slain leaden chains, to a fate worse than death. I wander through each chartered street, near where the chartered Thames doth flow, and mark in every face I meet, marks of weakness, marks of woe. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every ban, the mind-forged manacles I hear. How the chimney sweepers cry, every blackening church appalls, and the hapless soldier's sigh runs in blood down palace walls. But most through midnight streets I hear how the youthful harlot's curse blasts the newborn infant's tear, and blights with plagues the marriage hearse. We thought of you today, but that is nothing new. We thought about you yesterday, and days before that too. We think of you in silence. We often speak your name. Now all we have is memories, and your picture in a frame. Your memory is our keepsake, with which we'll never part. God has you in his keeping. We have you in our heart. London, thou art of towns apace, sovereign of cities, seemliest in sight, of high renown, riches, and royalty, of lords, barons, and many a goodly knight, of most delectable lusty ladies bright, of famous prelates in habitus clerical, of merchants full of substance and of might. London, thou art the flower of cities all. Gladeth anon, thou lusty Troynovant, city that sometime clept was New Troy, in all the earth, imperial as thou stand, princess of towns, of pleasure, and of joy. A richer resisteth under no Christian Roy, for manly power, with craftis natural, formeth none fairer sith the flowed of Noy. London, thou art the flower of cities all. Gimme of all joy, jasper of jocundity, most mighty carbuncle of virtue and valour, strong Troy in vigour and strenuity, of royal cities rose and geriflower, empress of towns, exult in honour, in beauty burying the crone imperial, sweet paradise procelling in pleasure. London, thou art the flower of cities all. Above all rivers thy river hath renown, whose burial streams pleasant and proclair, under thy lusty walls renneth down, where many a swan doth swim with wings fair, where many a barge doth sail and row with R, where many a ship doth rest with top royal. O town of towns, patron and not compare, London, thou art the flower of cities all. I thank you, God, for this most amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees, and a blue true dream of sky, and for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. I who have died am alive again today, and this is the sun's birthday. This is the birthday of life, and of love, and wings, and of the gay, great happening illimitably earth. How should tasting, touching, hearing, seeing, breathing, any lifted from the no of all nothing human merrily being doubt unimaginable to you? Now the ears of my ears awake, and now the eyes of my eyes open.